Good afternoon everyone. I'm going to show you in this video how to create and cook a beer can chicken. And if you've not tasted a beer can chicken before, trust me, it is phenomenal. It is so succulent, it's unbelievable. Okay, so I've got my ingredients at the ready, we just need to weigh it all out. Here I've got some 50 grams of softened butter at the ready. And then we're going to add these ingredients as I go through. Okay, so we're going to start with mixing together with the soft butter. We're going to have a tablespoon of smoked paprika. So we're going to add that to the softened butter. We're going to add a teaspoonful of mustard, just to give it that little bit of oomph. We're going to add half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, teaspoon of garlic. I'm using salt because it's easier just to combine for this one. Shake your hand with the garlic because we like a bit extra. A teaspoonful of oregano, all dried, all stuff that you've got in your cupboard, hopefully. A tablespoonful of honey. Now I'm going to just guess this because honey can make a mess putting it on the spoon. Like so. A lemon, the zest of a lemon, which I've done already. I'm also going to add into this one, which is different than I've done in the past. Normally I leave it at that, but I'm going to put in just to make it a wee bit more barbecue, a good squeeze of tomato puree, and then my secret ingredient, which is no longer secret because I've told you, I can get the lid off, is a tablespoonful of black treacle. Just put it off on there, and then we're going to season that salt, pepper, mix it together, and it will be gooey. Let's get it all nicely combined. Paste. There we go. And then I'm just going to get a little teaspoon and just give it a little taste just to make sure that it's sweet enough. Oh, that's beautiful. Just right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put some gloves on because you can imagine this is going to get a wee bit messy. So on with the gloves. And before I get my hands really messy, what I'm going to do is, I've got a can of beer here. We only want half that can of beer. What you do with the other half of the can of beer is entirely up to you. So I'm just going to pour a drop of it, well, a third of it probably, to one side, and I've got my tin at the ready here. I'm going to sit the can of beer in the tin. In fact, I'll move that over so you can see it better. Is that easier for you? And then what I'm going to do with the chicken, first of all, I'm going to get the salt and I'm going to really salt inside it. Okay, and then all you're going to do is then turn the chicken upside down over the can. And because I've chosen a small chicken, he's not playing ball with me. It is easier than this. We might have to snip it to make it fit. There we go. He's in. He's on. He's on. And just make sure he's on and steady. Okay. So we've already prepared the oven. We've put the oven on to the highest temperature because we're going to put the chicken in there for 15 minutes, and then after that we're going to turn it down and leave it for another 45 minutes to an hour. So this is where it's going to get messy. What I want you to do is just get some of the paste, and we're literally just going to smother the whole of the chicken into all the nooks and crannies, all the crevices, whatever you want to call it. Rub that butter in. Get all the flavours into the chicken as best you can. Now you can understand why I'm using gloves. Get as much on it as possible. And what the chicken does sitting on the can is it just sits there. It gives the juices chance to run off with the flavourings, but also the beer inside it steams the chicken and flavours it. So get it all on as best as you can. Be generous, as I say, every nook and cranny that you can find, all the way round, like so. And we're going to take off our gloves, trying to avoid making a mess. And then we're just going to, I'm going to get a piece of paper just to tidy up the edges so that we don't make a mess. And then open the door. Now very carefully, so it doesn't fall over, you're going to very carefully guide the chicken into the oven. So now what I want you to do is very, very carefully, because this is going to be hot and you've got to have a steady hand, I'm going to get you to get your chicken out of the oven, but because it's so precariously placed, just lift it very gently up there. Now, close the oven door. Just look at how beautiful that is. Have you ever seen anything like it? I don't want it to fall over, but I do want to bring it to you to give it you a better close-up look. There we are. Move that over a touch. Oops, going the wrong way. Okay, so that's better. Ooh, there goes the phone in the kitchen. How's that? Okay, so all I want you to do now is just have a look at this beautiful piece of chicken. I'm just going to slice it. Just look at that. Just look how you see the juices running up it. It's just absolutely magical. And to just cut that off like that, and fresh from the oven. Oh, that is just amazing. I hope you enjoy it when you do it the same.